The launch of the Artemis 2 mission is getting a lot of attention. Yes, it's a historic event, but it didn't happen by accident. It is the result of a brilliant marketing strategy. NASA started preparing the audience for this event 9 years ago, and video content played a huge role here. In this episode, I will use the Artemis 2 mission to show you how to build a video marketing strategy for your own tech brand. It doesn't matter how big a project is or how much money you have. It is all about strategy and consistent communication. My name is Sergey Rodin. I'm the founder of the video marketing agency Lava Media. We have produced hundreds of B2B videos for startups and tech companies. I know exactly how to make video content work for your marketing. Let's go. Why does NASA spend millions on production when everyone already trusts them? Because in the high-tech industry, a mistake costs more than just money. It costs your reputation forever. For NASA, video is a way to say, look, we have thought of everything, we control every single bot. In B2B, it works the same way. By showing the creation process, you build trust. Before we start, you must understand there is no such thing as boring tech project. You can find a story in anything. I know many startups that have a great vision, but their dreams stay hidden in the pitch desks for investors. NASA, on the other hand, shared its plan for the moon mission more than 10 years ago. They immediately released a great animation explaining the program, the mission, and the goals.
All four RS-25 engines and the two solid rocket boosters come to life, thundering our crew upwards. 2 minutes after ignition, the solid rocket boosters are spent and released. 8 minutes after launch, the core stage is depleted and separated. The upper stage fires briefly, placing Orion into a parking orbit around the Earth.
Look at their storytelling. We know that a mission like this has thousands of technical details, but the general public doesn't need to know all of them. NASA identifies anchor points that are easier to understand: the rocket launch, the stages separating, orbiting the Earth, and the flight to the moon. Every marketer knows that a business has different audiences. Each audience needs its own style of communication. For the general public, NASA made a light animation. For a more advanced audience, they released a series of 30 minutes documentaries.
Artemis 1 was incredible. It was an iconic mission.
I was able to watch the launch of Artemis 1, and I'll never forget, I just turned into a small child, and I just was screaming at the rocket for about 30 seconds.
That is our generation, the Artemis generation, that defines the starting point of our exploration future.
Notice how the style changes. They use CMYK cameras, professional lighting, and photorealistic 3D renders. This sets a completely different tone. By the way, these documentaries are hosted on NASA's own video portal. In a previous video, I mentioned that every B2B brand should have a video gallery on its website. What is usually hidden under the hood of a B2B brand? Technology, development, testing, and the people behind it. You can and should talk about this. Even if your CTO is not a public speaker, there are many formats that don't require stage skills. NASA uses the classic trailer format to show their team at work. No complex terms, just pure motivation for the viewer.
We are focused. We are focused on all that lies before us. Only together will we bring to life this global ambition of returning to the moon. And while our work is far from finished, we've never been closer to seeing a new generation step beyond our home planet.
Or look at this example made for social media. It uses big, clear caption to highlight the main thoughts. Many people worry that their product is too abstract, like code or complex hardware. My answer is 3D and AI. These tools can show things that are impossible to film. Look at the 3D flight of Artemis 2. It was made a year before the actual flight, and the realism is incredible.
About 2 minutes in, the boosters are released, their solid propellant consumed. The core stage and its RS-25 engines continue to propel Orion and the crew to space.
By the way, if you need a B2B video with 3D or AI animation, contact my agency, Lava Media. We love visualizing ideas for startups and tech companies. The link to our portfolio is in the description. The next type of content meets the crew videos for the Artemis 2 astronauts.
I am someone who has loved exploration on the frontier since I was little. I used to be inspired by the night sky, and throughout my career, it's been this balance between engineering for space science missions and doing science in really remote places all over the world.
You might say, we don't have heroes like astronauts on our team, but I disagree. Anyone from a junior development to the founder can be a hero. These profiles always follow a simple rule. Why did this person choose this job? How did their childhood affect them? Who is the person behind the job title? What challenges did they face?
Victor, Christina, and Jeremy, they want to go do this mission. They are keenly driven. They are humble to a fault. It is so cool to be around them.
This Meet the Team format can be anything, from a professional interview to a simple creative reel.
I'm passing the phone to someone with an infectious smile who has done 4 spacewalks.
I'm passing the phone to someone who is a great surfer.
I'm passing the phone to a great friend and Mr. Cool, Calm, and Collected Canadian astronaut.
In the description, I will leave a link to an article with even more examples from NASA that didn't make it into this video. Speaking of simple production, you don't always need a full film crew. You can show a lot by just using a smartphone. Just film the process and give it to an editor. Your behind the scenes can be very interesting even without a cinema camera. NASA does this too. Look at this reel from a crew training day. NASA follows a strict hierarchy. They use cinema cameras and 3D renders to show power and expertise. They use a smartphone and a shaky hand to show honesty and openness. Many brands make the mistake of trying to look expensive when they should look human and vice versa. Every business has key events, an update, a new feature, or a milestone in the users. You should celebrate every win. For NASA, the biggest event is launch day. They released many trailers for it.
We shall return.
This is a live look.
We will see things that no human has ever seen.
We want to know what's out there just beyond the horizon.
Amazing live views from the spacecraft.
Coming back to Earth, say we were doing like 5 or 7 miles,
7 miles a second.
These trailers work for any event. A motivational message, dynamic editing, and a clear voiceover about the team and the technology. I was honestly surprised by some video formats. They did a 12-hour live stream, not of the launch, but of a food and test. This type of content makes the owners feel like they're part of the brand. We can do the same, for example, a 5-hour non-stop coding stream from your office. The launch process was also captured in a 360-degree format. This is a perfect if you have a manufacturing facility. You can film your main floors with this way and put them on your website with short explanations. Guys, Artemis 2 proves one thing. Video marketing is not a one-time flight to the top of YouTube. It's a long-distance race. NASA started 9 years early because trust in tech takes years to build. Your product mightn't be as big as the Orion rocket, but the principles are the same. Break down the complex, find your anchor points, show your people. There are astronauts in every team, even if they just sitting in hoodies behind a monitor. Mix your formats, use everything from expensive 3D to honest smartphone stories. If you feel it's time for your brand to enter orbit but you don't know where to start, write to us at Lava Media. We'll help turn your ideas into a strategy that works as precisely as the engineers in Houston. Subscribe to the channel. Here we talk about how video makes business stronger. See you in the next one.